Have you ever done everything right? You eat well, you exercise, you cut sugar, yet the weight just won't budge? You feel exhausted by noon, wake up tired even after 8 hours of sleep, get irritable over little things, and your digestion feels off. If this sounds familiar, there's a hidden reason no one talks about. A hormone quietly working against your body every single day. It's called cortisol, your stress hormone. And when it stays high, your body holds on to fat, craves sugar, loses muscle, and disrupts your sleep and mood. The scary part is, you might feel calm, but your body is screaming on the inside. In this video, you'll learn how to lower cortisol levels naturally. No pills, no gimmicks, just real solutions to restore energy, lose weight, and feel like yourself again. So stay with me because the next 30 minutes might just change the way you think about stress and your health. Let's start with a simple truth. Your body is wise. It's always trying to protect you, to keep you safe, even when life gets overwhelming, and one of the ways it does that is by producing a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone, but that name can be misleading. It's not a bad thing. In fact, cortisol plays a vital role in helping your body respond to danger. It gives you the energy to act quickly. It raises your blood sugar, increases alertness, and helps your body prepare for fight or flight. Now imagine you're in the woods and a bear appears. Your cortisol spikes, and that's a good thing. It helps you survive. But here's the problem. In today's world, we're not running from bears. We're dealing with bills, health issues, loss, loneliness, bad news on TV, and sleepless nights. These daily pressures keep your cortisol levels high, not just for minutes, but for months or even years. And when cortisol stays high for too long, it begins to harm the very body it was meant to protect. It tells your body to store fat, especially around the belly. It weakens your muscles, it interferes with sleep, it makes your brain foggy, it slows digestion, and it can even shrink parts of your brain related to memory. The truth is, many people over 60 are living with chronically high cortisol, and they don't even know it. They think their symptoms are just part of aging. But in reality, their body is stuck in stress mode and it needs help to calm down. The good news? Cortisol is not your enemy, it's just a messenger. And if we can learn to quiet the message, we can begin to heal. So in the next parts of this video, we'll explore how to recognize the signs of high cortisol, and most importantly, how to bring it back into balance, naturally, gently, and in a way that supports your life. Because you deserve more than just getting by. You deserve clarity, energy, and peace. Let's keep going. So, how do you know if your cortisol is too high? It doesn't always show up as stress the way we think of it. You might not feel anxious, you might not even feel emotional, but your body could still be overwhelmed. One of the first signs is weight gain, especially around your belly, even if your diet hasn't changed. That's because cortisol tells your body to store fat, just in case there's an emergency ahead. Another sign is waking up tired, even after sleeping through the night. When cortisol is off balance, your sleep can feel shallow, like your body never fully rests. You might also feel wired but tired, a strange mix of exhaustion and restlessness. You sit down to relax, but your heart is racing. You lie in bed, but your mind won't quiet down. Digestive issues are another clue. Cortisol can slow your digestion, cause bloating, and even make certain foods harder to tolerate. Then there's the brain. Do you find yourself forgetting simple things more often, losing your train of thought, feeling like you're in a fog? Cortisol affects memory and focus. It shrinks parts of the brain responsible for clarity and sharp thinking. Emotionally, you might notice you feel more irritable or down, even when there's no clear reason. Small things get to you, or you just feel flat, like the joy's been turned down. And finally, you might find that your body gets sick more easily or takes longer to recover. That's because cortisol, when elevated too long, suppresses your immune system. If any of these sound familiar, please know you're not broken and you're not alone. Your body isn't failing you. It's simply asking for help. And the best part? Once you recognize these signs, you can start making gentle changes that restore balance, and the sooner you do, the better you'll feel. Next, we'll explore how cortisol affects your weight specifically and why it's so important to address this if you're trying to lose fat after 60. Let's keep going. You're doing great. Let's talk about something that frustrates many people over 60. You try to eat right, you cut back on sugar, you walk every day, but the weight barely moves. Or worse, it keeps creeping up. This isn't just about calories, it's about hormones. And cortisol, your main stress hormone, plays a big role. When cortisol is too high, your body shifts into survival mode. It holds on to fat, especially around your belly. It slows your metabolism, increases cravings for sugar and carbs, and even breaks down muscle to use as fuel. That's why weight loss gets harder with age, especially when stress is high. And it doesn't stop there. Cortisol can even change how your body reacts to food. You might be eating a healthy meal, but if you're stressed, your digestion slows down, your blood sugar spikes more than usual, and your body stores more fat from that same meal. This is why so many older adults say, "I'm eating the same as before, but I keep gaining weight." It's not your fault, it's your cortisol. But here's the hopeful part. When you start calming your cortisol, your body begins to feel safe again. Cravings go down, energy improves, and your metabolism starts working with you, not against you. So please, don't blame yourself. You're not doing anything wrong. Your body is just doing its best to protect you. And now that you know what's happening, you can take steps to turn it around. Gently, naturally, and without stress. What you eat every day has a powerful effect on your cortisol levels. Some foods gently support your body and help it calm down. Others do the opposite. They trigger inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and more stress. Let's start with what helps. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like wild salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds have been shown to lower cortisol and reduce inflammation in the brain and body. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with magnesium, a mineral that helps calm your nervous system. Berries, especially blueberries and blackberries, are full of antioxidants that fight oxidative stress. And don't forget fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut. They support gut health, which is closely linked to how your brain and body manage stress. Now let's talk about what to watch out for. Refined sugar is one of the biggest triggers for cortisol. It causes your blood sugar to spike and crash, which sends stress signals to your brain and makes your cortisol surge. Caffeine, especially in high amounts, can keep your cortisol levels elevated for hours, leading to more anxiety, irritability, and poor sleep. And ultra-processed foods, those with long ingredient lists, artificial additives, and no real nutrition, can quietly stress your body by creating internal inflammation. This doesn't mean you need to be perfect, it just means being mindful of what you put on your plate. Small choices like adding a handful of walnuts, switching from soda to herbal tea, or starting your day with oats instead of donuts can make a real difference. When you give your body the right fuel, it knows what to do. It calms down, it heals, it lets go of the weight and tension it's been holding. And best of all, you begin to feel like yourself again. Lowering cortisol doesn't always require big changes. In fact, the most powerful tools are often the smallest ones you use every single day. Let's begin with your morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for how your body handles stress. Instead of rushing straight into news, email, or errands, try giving yourself a few minutes of quiet. Step outside into the sunlight, take a few deep breaths, stretch gently, or sip your tea slowly without distractions. This simple practice tells your brain we're safe. You don't need to panic. Next is movement. You don't need intense workouts to reduce cortisol. Gentle movement, like walking, tai chi, or light stretching, can signal to your body that it's time to release tension. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day helps. Then, there's the power of breath. When we're stressed, we tend to breathe shallow and fast, but slow, deep breaths, especially through the nose, can lower your heart rate and calm your nervous system within minutes. Try this. Inhale slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Do this a few times when you feel overwhelmed, and you'll notice the shift. Another gentle habit is gratitude. Every day, write down or say out loud 3 small things you're grateful for. It might sound simple, but gratitude shifts your brain away from fear and back towards safety and calm. Over time, it trains your body to feel less threatened, and that means less cortisol. Finally, consider your evening wind down. Cortisol naturally drops at night, but only if you give it a chance. Dim the lights, turn off screens an hour before bed, and create a relaxing routine, maybe a warm bath, soft music, or a cup of chamomile tea. These may seem like little things, but they build up. One calm choice at a time, your body begins to feel safe again, and that's when real healing can start. Sleep is one of the most powerful ways your body heals and restores itself, especially when it comes to cortisol. But for many people over 60, sleep becomes shallow, inconsistent, and frustrating. And when you don't sleep well, your cortisol levels go up. That creates a cycle that can be hard to escape. Normally, cortisol should rise in the morning to help you wake up and fall at night to help you rest. But when you're under stress, that rhythm gets flipped. Your body stays alert long after you've turned off the lights. And that means lighter sleep, more wake-ups, and waking up tired even after 8 hours. So what can you do? First, create a calm sleep environment. Dim the lights an hour before bed, turn off your phone, TV, and computer. Your brain needs quiet signals to start winding down. Second, set a gentle routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm. Third, avoid caffeine and heavy meals in the evening. Both can raise cortisol and disrupt deep sleep. If you do wake up in the night, don't stress. That only makes things worse. Instead, stay still, take a few slow breaths, and remind yourself it's okay. Even resting helps your body recover. Good sleep doesn't just make you feel better in the morning. It helps regulate your hormones, improves your memory, lowers inflammation, and resets your mood. And most importantly, it brings cortisol back to where it belongs. When you sleep well, your body starts to trust again, and healing becomes possible. Sometimes, no matter how well you eat or how much you rest, your body still struggles to find balance. That's where natural supplements can gently support your efforts, not as a quick fix, but as a way to help your system calm down and reset. One of the most well-known herbs is ashwagandha. It's been used for centuries to help the body adapt to stress. Studies show it can lower cortisol levels, improve sleep, and reduce anxiety. Many people say they feel more grounded and clear-headed within a few weeks. Another helpful herb is rhodiola rosea. It supports energy and focus, especially during times of emotional or physical stress. It's often used by people who feel drained or mentally foggy. Magnesium is also essential. This mineral helps calm your nervous system and supports better sleep. Many older adults are low in magnesium without even knowing it. Taking it before bed may improve both rest and relaxation. Then there's omega-3 fatty acids found in fish oil or algae supplements. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation and support brain health. They may also reduce cortisol spikes caused by chronic stress. L-theanine, an amino acid found in green tea, promotes calm without making you sleepy. It helps smooth out stress responses so you can stay relaxed but alert. And finally, phosphatidylserine, a lesser-known nutrient that supports memory and reduces the cortisol response after intense stress. Some people use it to help with mental clarity and emotional balance. Before starting any supplement, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor, especially if you take medications or have ongoing health conditions. But when used wisely, these natural tools can help your body settle down, sleep better, and rebuild strength. Because sometimes a little support makes all the difference, and your body deserves that extra care. Sometimes the most powerful changes don't come from food or supplements. They come from the way we think, the way we carry emotion, and how we respond to life's challenges. Your thoughts and feelings are not just in your head. They shape your biology. And chronic emotional stress can keep cortisol high even when everything else looks calm on the outside. One of the biggest shifts you can make is learning to let go of what you can't control. Worrying doesn't protect you. In fact, it drains your energy and keeps your body stuck in defense mode. Instead of asking, what if something goes wrong, try asking, what can I do right now that supports peace? That single question can soften your nervous system in real time. Another helpful habit is practicing acceptance. This doesn't mean giving up. It means meeting life as it is, without resistance. Whether it's aging, health issues, or family stress, when you stop fighting reality, your body relaxes. And when your body feels safe, cortisol drops naturally. Forgiveness is another powerful tool, not just for others, but for yourself. Holding on to regret, guilt, or resentment can keep you tense without even realizing it. But when you release that weight, even quietly, you free up energy that your body can use to heal. Connection matters too. Isolation is a form of stress, but spending time with people who truly listen, who care, who make you laugh, that's medicine. If you can't meet in person, a phone call, a kind letter, even a shared memory can create a sense of safety and warmth. And lastly, give yourself permission to rest without guilt. We live in a world that celebrates busyness, but rest is not laziness, it's recovery, and your body needs it, especially now. When your heart feels seen, when your mind feels safe, your entire system calms down. And that's when cortisol begins to fall. Not through force, but through grace. Your body follows a natural rhythm, like the rising and setting of the sun. And cortisol is part of that rhythm. It's meant to be high in the morning, giving you energy to start the day, and low at night, allowing you to rest and repair. But when life gets busy, stressful, or out of sync, that rhythm can break down. Good news is you can bring it back, gently, with small, steady steps. Do with your mornings. Try to wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Open your curtains and let natural light hit your eyes. That single act tells your brain it's daytime, time to get going. A glass of water, a slow stretch, and a few quiet minutes without screens can help set the tone for a balanced day. During the day, give your body structure. Eat meals around the same time, move your body regularly, and avoid skipping meals. Sudden changes in blood sugar can trigger cortisol spikes, especially in older adults. Even light activity, like walking after meals or gentle chores, supports your rhythm. In the evening, help your body slow down. Turn off bright lights and screens at least an hour before bed. Dim the room, speak more softly, and avoid stressful conversations if possible. A warm shower, calming music, or even a few minutes of slow breathing can help lower your cortisol so you can sleep more deeply. The key is consistency. Your body doesn't need perfection, it just needs a pattern, something it can count on. Over time, these rhythms restore your nervous system, balance your hormones, and support more restful sleep, better focus, and a lighter mood. So instead of forcing your body to change overnight, invite it to remember what it already knows. Rhythm is healing, and your body is ready to find it again. If you've made it this far, thank you. It means you've been listening not just with your ears, but with your heart, and that matters. Because healing starts with awareness. You came here looking for answers about energy, about weight, about why your body feels different, and what you found is something deeper, the quiet power of cortisol and how it affects nearly every part of your life. But this isn't about fear, it's about hope. You don't need to change everything at once. You don't need to be perfect. Just one shift at a time. One food, one breath, one habit. Over time, those small steps turn into real change. You'll start to sleep better, think clearer, breathe deeper, and one day, you'll realize you're no longer just surviving, you're truly living. But please, be patient with your body. It's not failing you, it's trying to protect you. All it needs now is your support. And with the right rhythm, the right care, and the right mindset, you can restore balance, reduce stress, and feel like yourself again. You're not too old to heal. You're not too tired to change. You're exactly where you need to be, and your next chapter starts now. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, please consider giving it a thumbs up so more people can find this message. And if you haven't already, we'd love to have you subscribe to Senior Health Live. Every week we share simple, science-backed ways to help you feel stronger, think clearer, and age with confidence. You deserve to feel your best, and we're here to walk that journey with you. Thank you for watching, and take gentle care of yourself today.